Elsa says it's a fancy intro. I had that intro last time. But yes, I'm using OBS Streamlabs. Oh, actually, not. Yeah, it's called Streamlabs. All right. Elsa says, I saw that. Well, actually, hold on, Elsa, 1 second. Wait. I'm trying to do a YouTube thing. I just want the link to the stream. It should be easier than this, but it's not. Okay, back to it. Elsa says, I saw this TikTok where this guy was explaining his most awkward interaction with a stranger. I had one of those today, actually. I actually had one of those yesterday, too. I don't... The universe is like... Let's play a practical joke on him. Every day. Anyway, with the stranger, he had introduced himself as Connor, and he spelled Connor with an O-R, so I don't really identify. And then said, no, it's not, in front of the stranger. Wait, so he said it was... This guy was playing his most awkward dude. He had introduced himself as Connor, and then said, no, it's not, in front of a stranger. Interesting. Eli Swing, it says, hello, Mr. Torres, is this game the game you're working on in class? Yes, you guys have seen me working on this since, I think, January was when official production started. And now official production is continuing with far more tenacity now that I won't be returning to the El Dorado High School. Which, by the way, wasn't a decision I made lightly, or one made in order to facilitate this, but yeah, this was the one I was working on. So, although today I'm kind of playing around in Engine, Saturday, Sunday I get a little looser, and so I'm making a parody of Clippy, you know, Microsoft's Clippy, called Chompy, and it's going to be a virtual assistant. I have a few dev tools in the engine so that our editors and designers could like work better together, and so I thought, okay, there should be a little icon that goes with it in the form of a character. Yeah, I heard that, but I think you guys got what, second place or something? How did you guys do? I think I heard second place. That's what I heard. Elsa says, dude, I was just thinking, are you leaving Eldo in the hands of another great video game designer, or are you leaving the future classes with a temporary sub? I have prepared a transition guide with details on how the class should be run that they were going to use, from what I understand. But who they're going to get in there right now is still, I think, being decided. Kiki Nut says, Mr. Torres, I'm Kiki. My friends appreciate you as a teacher and person. Thanks for being cool. Well, thank you, Kiki. I appreciate you, too. I appreciate you saying that. Eli says, no, we got, like, so bad in it. Oh, man, what went wrong? And what can we learn from it? We got second in state. Well, why is that bad? You got second in the state. That's what I'm saying. That's what I heard. That's amazing. Second in the state? I mean, that's pretty darn good. People had, like, multiplayer. Ooh. You know. I think a lot of it goes into your presentation, too. Like, how do you win over an audience, win over the judges and stuff. But still in school. Try it next time. All right. Here we go. Eli says, our game lagged during the presentation. People had like slideshows. We got Sega State, but I don't know what we got at the finals. Gotcha. Yeah, after like, and here is our new iPhone, and they kind of do the build-up with a slideshow. It's a good thing to learn. Like, it's not just the game that you make, although that really is the main important part. But like, what is it packaged in? You know, you got to package that whole presentation, just like on Shark Tank, which isn't really how it works, but like, you know, there's like they're entertaining. It's like an entertainment. Even if you have a great product, like presentation, you want to hit that 10 out of 10. Confidence, you know. It's a game. It's good that you're getting started now. Eli says, so I have this idea of a small little game for testing and stuff of the use of guns. Been playing a lot of FPS gun games, wondering what should I start with in making of these guns. You should get a marketplace asset called the FPS Starter Kit. That's what we're using on this game. It's the best thing to start you off with. Look up FPS Starter Kit on the Unreal Marketplace. It's got like quirks like anything, and it'd be a good opportunity to like see someone else's code base, but it's gonna save you a ton of time, animations and child blueprints and different classes of gun and how their projectiles are set up. Definitely start with that. Elsa says, Apple should make an iPair just to be ironic. Yeah. Apple isn't that cool to be just ironic for its own sake. They were, once upon a time. They would be like, yeah, sure, what's up? We're the cool guy in the block. But Apple's kind of like the greedy corporate nerd, like Microsoft. Actually, Microsoft is the cool one that I'd expect to do like a parody of itself. Eli asked the $10 one. I don't know. Let's check. I'll tell you. If I go, this is the. If you're doing an FPS game in Unreal Engine, use this FPS Starter Kit. Now there's a lot of good kits that like look good in the marketplace and then aren't. There's a lot of FPS starter kits like that claim to be. This one is amazing. If it's the one that I'll show you. I'll tell you if it is. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, it's I think $35. Yeah. In my experience, this one has been really good. And there definitely is some other ones. Other people would start with like Epic's example project, Lyra or whatever. But no, I wouldn't if I were you. I would start with this. I'd make this your base for your FPS game you're making. Elsa says, Kat, remember you're like the modern day Steve Jobs. You mean that I said to Tim Sweeney when I saw him at GDC last, like 4 months ago in San Francisco? And he happened to be standing there, manifested out of nowhere. Yeah. I walked up to Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, the creator of Unreal Engine, who's like a billionaire, and I went, oh my god, I was like, you're like the modern day Steve Jobs. And he goes, oh my god, I hope not. And then if you look it up, he and Apple have not done, are not. It was a short conversation. Eli says, I currently don't have the money right now because I'm in the process of buying a guitar, but next time I get paid, I'll probably buy it. Yeah, keep it on the horizon, you know. Maybe work on your AI for your project or something outside of that. But when you do get a chance to buy FPS Starter Kit, it's going to actually save you a ton of dev time. And you'll learn just as much because you will end up going through a bunch of someone else's blueprint nodes, really well-made nodes, and absorbing that information as you try to get it to do other things. All right, we're making this guy look in certain directions. Let's get him to look. I want this guy's eyes closed just a little bit. Yeah, I dig that. The texture I'm using for the eyelids is rhinoceros skin. I want it to have that uncanny thing, but also not look too good. Should look like a collage. This is Comic Sans, of course. I might tamper with Roblox games too, he says. Yeah, you could. Should. You know, there's more of an economy on there in terms of like make a thing, put it out into the marketplace. I know so little though about the Roblox environment. It's kind of like that metaverse thing we're all heading towards, but yeah, you should toy with it, explore. Let's see what's okay. So he's looking to our left. So let's call that left. -1 and 0. Yeah. -1 on X. So what I'm doing here, not a lot of people knew this. I didn't know this forever. When you got a custom event and you want to call that in the editor, like you want a custom event, not a variable, a custom event, to be something that you can trigger in the details panel, you set call in editor to true on the custom event. So I'm doing that with this. Which means this doesn't just apply to widgets, it applies to anything. Which means hear that? Jim Morrison's talking about pharaohs right now. All right. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. Now, look left is an event that shows up. So let's open. That's what I've been doing with these events. Open eyes. That's what I'm talking about it. Now look left. Okay. Oh, it's backwards. Okay. Okay. Just means then you got to make something a negative or the opposite of a negative. A positive. Okay. 1. The same on this guy. -1. And we're gonna get blinking hooked up today too. That'll be cool. So right now I'm using like Unreal's widget system, which is where all menus are made, main menus, pause menus, health bars, any screen, user interface, whatever. And I'm kind of forcing it to be like a little animation thing for like character animation. So I wrote these different functions for controlling these widgets for eyes and different things like that. So we're controlling these now because I've parameterized these nice helpful little functions for doing that. Eli says the Roblox economy is more stable than the rupee. You are right. Okay, so up on the y-axis must be 1, and down is going to be -1. I think. Should work. Let's test it. Compile. Should be able to go look up left, right, down, center. Okay, I got that backwards. Elsa asks for the 100th time, you gonna do that in and out live stream? Before I hit 2,000 subs, you're like 300 away. Am I really almost at 2,000 subs? I think though most of those subs were I got back in COVID. I think most of those people are dead. We're basically starting from, well, how many people are on? Oh, two. Two people are watching right now. That's awesome. So we're starting from 2. If we're talking about real subs. Chompy's a little creepy. Chompy's getting a rough breakup with a stack of papers. You know what? Chompy, the stapler, he just couldn't keep it together. That's what the papers said. Yeah, maybe 99. I don't like the orders these are in. It's better name these. I'm like typing slightly too fast because I get impatient and I just keep misspelling stuff. Bro doesn't even know the real Elsa from Indiana Jones. Bro was named after Frozen. Yeah, there's an Elsa in Indiana Jones. Okay. But yeah, best thing they can do for the new class is get a nice, good personality, good substitute, and then go off the guide that I provided them. Which if they do, okay, then there's still going to be lab time, documentation, all the stuff that you expect. So that would be the hope, but you don't know. You'll have to let me know though on one of these live streams what life is like without Mr. Torres in the game dev classroom of El Dorado on one of these streams or something. I want the scoop. Well, I'll hear word either way. Just include that. I think I'm a little too organized with this. It's a little annoying. Alright. But at least now these are going to appear next to each other while I test it. Okay, I need to have his eyes open by default. They are open by default. You need to be hidden by default. Okay, it is. Are you just trying to play in?